Alright, what's going on, guys? So 3 weeks of fishing all day and traveling around Southeast Asia is getting to be a little tiring. So we took it easy yesterday. We're going to take it easy again today. Just going to fish here for a couple hours. We're back at Bedok Jetty. I think I caught 11 different species here yesterday, which isn't too bad, but only one of them was a new addition to the life list. So if we have it the same day today, I wouldn't be all that upset. One new species today would really kind of make my day. But let's go ahead, let's give it a shot, and let's see what we can get here off of the jetty. It's really more of a pier by our standards over the next couple hours. So let's give it a shot and let's see what happens. Alright, so we got ourselves a sinker there, and then below that we got a /20 hook with a little bit of shrimp. Apologies for the wind, but I can't control that. I really got to invest in a mic. But let's just start dropping this down right here next to one of these pilings. And let's see what our first fish of the day is going to be. Got him. Let's see what we got here. Alright, so first fish of the day here is going to be the super common diamond wrasse. I was surprised I only got one of these yesterday. I would have expected a lot more, but hopefully we don't make up for that today and get a bunch of these guys. One is good enough for me. So let's get him back and let's see what else is down here. Bottom here. Alright, so fish number 2 is a little red ear emperor, caught well in the double digits of these guys yesterday. I will repeat that story I told yesterday though. When I caught these last year, I thought all of them were bleeding out of the gills. I thought I was gut hooking all of them somehow, and it just so happens they have a little red coloration right there, which looks a lot like they're bleeding out of the gills, but all of them have it. That's just their coloration, where they get their name from. But let's get this one back. Let's see what else we can get up off the bottom. Got him. Let's see what we got. Oh, this is something different. This could be a new species. Alright, so get a load of this guy. Something in like the jack family, might be some sort of a scud. I caught something similar a few days ago over on the southern islands, but the one I caught I don't think had this brown stripe here. This could very well be a new species. We'll have to double check on that, but if it is, I mean, that just made my day. I came in here trying to catch one new species, and if this is it that quick, I'm happy. Let's see what we got now. Another emperor. Alright, so I had to hit the instant this hit the bottom and I missed, and then a few seconds later we got this guy. So another red ear emperor. I'm sure it's not going to be the last one either. But let's get it back and let's keep fishing. As soon as this hit the bottom once again. Ooh, a snapper. Alright, another new species for the day. I believe this is going to be a Russell snapper. There's a lot of snappers that have this black dot there in the back, so kind of tough to tell some of them apart. But I think I'm starting to get the hang of which species are found in this part of the world and what they actually look like. So I think this is going to be a Russell snapper. But of course, as I say that, it's probably going to end up being something else. Got him. Alright, so we got our third red ear emperor. I did catch well into the double digits of these guys yesterday, and we are certainly well on the way there. What do we got? 6 fish, and 3 of them are these guys. So let's get them back, and let's see what else is on the bottom here. Got him. What is this? Bigger emperor. Yeah, so typically right when I pull the fish off of the bottom, they all feel pretty big, but then pretty soon after that, they all don't feel pretty big. This one actually felt pretty big all the way up, so I thought he was going to be something else. Ends up being just a bigger red ear emperor. Got him. This one feels different too, and bigger. Oh, this is something new too. Alright, so we got our first mohara of the day, and actually of the trip too. There's not too many or as many mohara species here as there are in the US. I think this is going to be a deep-bodied mohara if I'm not mistaken. He's bleeding, I don't know why, because he's hooked just like barely in the lip there. But another new species for the day. Don't think it's going to be a new one for the life list. I think it's going to be a deep-bodied mohara. I don't know though. Got him. Oh, something different for the day. Alright, so we got ourselves an anchored tuskfish. My first ever legally hooked one off of this pier. My first day fishing in Singapore last summer, I hooked one of these guys, but it was foul hooked, and I was so disappointed because I didn't know if I was going to get another chance to catch one of those. And then I ended up catching like 20 more during my trip. That's the first one for the day here. Got him. This one feels bigger too. What is this? Alright, so this thing is just a butterfly whiptail. Wasn't sure what it was, and this thing fought pretty well. I guess it is a little bit bigger than most of the butterfly whiptails I've caught. Nice looking fish, but also one of the more common ones over here. There we go. I knew I had a fish on, but I was also snagged. Got ourselves a snapper. I believe this is going to be the second one of these guys for the day. If I'm not mistaken, a Russell's snapper. So let's get this guy back. See what else we can find on the bottom. There we go. As soon as it hit the bottom. Butterfly whiptail. Alrighty, so I moved down to the end of the pier for a little bit before we call it a day here. And first species here is going to be a small little but good looking butterfly whiptail. Finally got one hooked. Oh, it's some sort of a ponyfish. Yeah, so for like the last 5 minutes, I just kept getting picked clean and picked clean and picked clean as soon as this would hit the bottom. And I guess, I don't know, maybe there's just like a large school of these ponyfish down there. I'm not sure on the species of this guy, but I think we caught it before. Maybe a whipfin ponyfish. Maybe not. No, maybe not. I don't know. But we got one. So this is what was down there. Let's get this guy back. Let's keep fishing. Got him. Let's see what we got. Yep, another ponyfish. Yeah, so between getting picked clean a bunch, we hooked up with 2 of these guys and got them in. But I am going to leave this spot because I think there's a ton of them down there. I just keep getting picked clean with all these little guys. So I'm sure it's these guys. All right, let's get them back. Let's try one more spot here on the pier. Got him. Oh, this is something cool. Alright, so I caught 4 of these guys yesterday, but it's our first one today. This is going to be a fan-bellied filefish. I love filefish just because look how unique and cool looking this looks. Like, what kind of a fish is this? What told evolution, hey, you should look like this? But alright, let's get this cute little guy back. And I think now we're going to go ahead and wrap it on up. Alright guys, so that's going to do it, and it was, I'd say, about an average day, at least by my standards, here on the jetty or the pier. I think we got about 10 different species, which is an okay number, and I believe we only got 1 new one for the life list, but 1 was the goal and 1 was better than none, so I will take it. And while I was fishing today, I was trying to figure out what I like better, like putting a plan together, doing a whole bunch of research, and then going out and specifically just targeting one species and then getting rewarded with that one species, or this kind of fishing where I'm just kind of blindly and randomly dropping down to the bottom where I know honestly here there's probably 100, that's just an estimate, but probably about 100 different species that could possibly pop up like that. Of course, a lot of those 100 are going to be pretty rare and not likely to come up, but I do like the randomness of not knowing what's going to come up. And every single drop, sure, you're going to get a whole bunch of red ear emperors or diamond wrasses or whatever, but every single drop you've got a shot at getting something really rare and really unexpected. So I'm kind of back and forth between which I like doing better, just targeting one species specifically, or kind of doing this where I'm just blindly casting and seeing what comes up, because they're both equally as fun. But yeah, that's going to do it for the short, I don't know, 2.5 hour session here at Bedok Jetty. Great spot to fish. I fished it probably more times than any other spot here in Singapore. It always produces pretty well. I think we got 1 new one today. So that's going to do it. Hope you guys liked it, and I will see you guys next time.